after the break, when after November 26 incident, you see then they say we will get this X amount of number for safekeeping.
Okay.
So that has been the language, for several people. Then detention will run into hundreds of people.
For you don't work with the correctional center or the prison services all over the country?
We don't visit all over the country.
Okay. Wouldn't I take about, you think they don't really get data of people away they inside that place with recently what happened?
They don't get correct data.
Why?
The reason being that...
People that don't work with them, they must explain why, because they're supposed to get the correct data.
The reason being, what we will identify, like the word safekeeping. If, for example, people then come on a CID for free time, for example, they charge them to court, or Central Police charge them to court, then do them forced appearance and go, and then people then do their own detail first, then they take, because the court discharged them.
Yeah.
But then they also get people that way Central, Congo Cross, New England, or CID overcrowded. Then they move them people, then they carry them the correctional service. Or if they get some people that are Benghazi, then Benghazi are overcrowded, and then they say this is a special case, one for.
But it's still supposed to get the data out there.
Well, the basic thing is that then they try to make a different list to that. So the people that when they're on duty, now then only they take that information. So they not try for decentralize the system that any detainee where they come, either for safekeeping or waiting service, it will be recorded into the general
exactly
list.
No, say them day within the environment at that time.
Yeah,
so not get them.
Not there at all.
Another problem go we are during that time that just we talk about the correctional center now. The issue about cameras, we don't see all over the world. Well, if not all over, majority places in the world, in places then we give those accountability. Don't see, CCTV cameras all over. So in knowledge, the correctional center gets CCTV camera and they work, you forget?
Then get, but to my understanding, not functionable to some time maybe they work. But you remember sometime early in President Bio administration, when we get prison break, they may say prison riot.
Yeah.
So we organization with other civil society, then we work with the Ministry of Internal Affairs. By then, Pandanoa will be the minister. So we do a nationwide investigation about the conditions and services, both for the staff them and the infrastructure.
Okay.
So we come up with a strong recommendation that say therefore wired CCTV cameras that all the correctional center and therefore also develop a digital system. So in case them burn like when we put fire, them burn, the kitchen and this place and some document that they're not ever able to trace them.
Okay.
So we suggest that say let them go digital. So if them go digital, whatever fire incidents happen, we still go get a record as a country. Then the moment when somebody don't come, take all of a sample, in blood sample, in image, a height,
biometric.
a eye color, in description.
They can take people in biometric, like for the one that we don't already pass sentence, man?
Yes, you've already get that, because one of the things...
You don't see the machine today?
Well, we get the one CID.
Now talk about the correctional center.
No, the correctional center will be also make recommendations and we may not set the iPad yet.
So it's what's happen on the 26th. We will learn. I don't know if that's in the. I don't get some of my other people that will think say, if forget the camera, but I don't pass around. No, maybe they hide down. So you know, like things they don't fix them up. Follow, we will learn from the mistakes for tomorrow.
The moment when all that incident be happen, will be recommend. They may straight away buy substandard CCTV cameras. Even with substandard. You don't travel now Europe. You don't fortunate for pastors some public buildings, some private. The visibility of the CCTV camera, either in the smaller size or the bigger size.
Check the special courts.
Yeah.
Then still they do know the work ability from still maintain because then they this way you're gonna see them different from the other.
Small day. Exactly. So when I be a meet up to international standards.
Exactly.
And by them, because maybe work for the special court, you the day inside the security room, if you're fortunate for going for renew your ID or for take your ID, a big room where the screens and so even people and then the New England Highway, SLBC and this, then they see the movement of every vehicle or individuals.
Exactly.
So then they see the behavior of the security staff themselves towards the public when they come visit, or even the staff them. So not only the wash yard, they don't be get camera and inside the office room there, but inside the courtroom, around the court vicinity, around the detention vicinity, outside. If you even see motor car broke down, past you see.
Why they not still keep down the security rate?
The Mongolians they hand that over to the government of Sierra Leone. Now be an option for the government of Sierra Leone for maintain or not for maintain.
But still, be the residual court of the special court. We suppose
the small facility then give the residual court.
And that's what they say.
Then just one small. Who say even they keep witness and victims for the hearing. That one just 2 to 3 rooms.
So able maintain Andy.
No, not only the 2 to 3 room, now the residual court, the other court facility, the two main court buildings, and the other container houses, all they handed over to the government of Sierra Leone.
Okay.
And are part of the agreement there. So now then they make you see, say, even the detention facility, that then they use as a reintegration center and also female correctional center.
Okay.
But it's sadly enough, all of the facilities will be there, all they don't remove them. So the physical one, the way, stubborn for be removed, that they still did it like the CCTV camera, the way they went off. Even you see the lights the way been in, a few they woke, some don't fuse, they're not
because
ever,
many lights outside.
Yes,
everywhere.
they're not ever think about doing the bulbs there anymore. Okay. You see some areas and the fence done for them, it's still cracked and nobody is taking care. Right. And even the cleaning process of the compound.
Exactly.
And then you get law reform commission, and then you get the legal coordination thing, and then you get the law school, and then you get the bar association. I think that they themselves done the office. You got several offices where they even when they may do the COVID something, and the COI also.
They go do a test day.
The one for do the COI, the engineers will do the thing. They say they need around $2 to $3 million for actually just do refurbish of just one courtroom.
Wow.
Not even the 2 courtrooms. So that's so we don't sit down tell we lost.
Okay. Now you don't mention about some of the work they want to do, but again, you don't say like the people who have been support. They said for support before now don't decide for come back and support. And one of the reasons we make I ask you so. I don't listen to you so many times and I find out, say, one of civil society where they get help maybe from other part of the world and money gets a lot for move civil society. When I think about civil society then role in Sierra Leone, we know civil society then for bring up issues. I mean, so many things. But of late, you got good me say a lot of people don't lose confidence in the civil society. One civil society person. You think some money gets a role for playing, making civil society effective or politics?
Money gets a lot for make civil society go be effective. Like a journalist, if a private media outlet and you require money for get the cameramen them, your crew, then you require reporters them, and some side the way they go chase the news, you require transportation. So the money then they facilitate them and you require electricity, you require the internet data. Where the money also they give that, because if for example like if the Africa say then they give you internet, or Orange say then they give you internet, if they violate any of their staff, they right, then come to we. If we want for press, the first thing that they do now, they unplug the internet facility where we get, because then they give it for free. So already we will do that, we don't compromise. If we say let EDSA they give no more free light, the moment where something happen, accountability issues, one for razor in the best interest of the public, the EDSA court we say they not go give you that light again, pass will go fair meter for the pay. That direct thing. So basically, everything involved in the movement and the operation of civil society, it requires resources. And sadly enough, the people of this country not get the interest, the appetite for invest in civil society, because after the war, we be look at as the NGO world get money, and they pay people more than government. So the NGO get money. So the NGO workers and they build big houses, drive good motor car.
Yeah.
So the common people not think say they for take that they only little penny again for actually give to civil society. But in other countries like Europe, US, now the populace and philanthropists them, now then they give civil society the way they do work within their choice.
Okay.
Like civil society where they advocate on workers' rights. Somebody they just get interested. I want to see that say all workmen get a legal representation when they take advantage part. So I get part of this my business share. So every year we will do the share. 5% of me own share, they go towards that civil society.
Okay.
Like Amnesty International, the headquarters na US, na England. Na both the London office and they're not banned. People give them, voluntarily. We get several civil societies around the world. Then they fund even local civil society in Africa. That people then they give them voluntarily. But maybe we economy or we interest of giving. Then when it comes to politics, it has been a very simple way for identify certain people then. So some people for send a message say are relevant, are there, I don't play my own role for una.
Okay.
So in this way, I need my own reward. So in that, you see, they appoint them as either minister or ambassadors or directors or commissioners. And you see that say the moment they go, most of the organizations the way they be the head, no longer function. That happened to civil society movement. You get people like Kaloko and others. When Kaloko left Iran, when Kaloko left Iran for a member of parliament, then you see CSM, only through the help of Gile Anderson, then two people then they with the other people then they're able for actually give. But the momentum where CSM begets, during the war and after the war, they see that momentum there for over the years again. And CSM be postured as that umbrella, body for civil society. So when CSM pull a statement, the government they brace up because I know say that be a collective voice of responsible civil society.
For the Labour Congress.
When the Labour Congress or the Bar Association, Teachers Union, they all be under CSM.
Okay.
So now that they make way when CSM speak, they don't say the Bar Association voice the day, the Labour Congress voice the day, Teachers Union voice the day, all workforce and other civil society organizations.
Right.
So you see now that saying that the civil society space, there are more of individual people and individual organizations.
Exactly.
So with that, you see, even among the civil society, you get a lot of war, among personalities.
All right. Okay, we can talk about, like I say, human interest issues and general issues in 2023, going to 2024, what they take. But no, just watch this speech quick way President Gideon and the Kasky about what they take inside this year, whether it's politics, whether it's development, or no, watch this quick, we'll come back. Stay tuned.
The call for His Excellency the President to make a national address on peace and unity is number one on the 8 resolutions of the mediated dialogue between the government of Sierra Leone and the main opposition APC party. President Dr. Julius Maada Bio's address to the nation is in fulfillment of the demand. He underscored that the dialogue is a clear demonstration of collective will to put differences aside and move forward in the interest of Sierra Leone, adding that the negotiation goes beyond politics and political divides.
I've been fully briefed on the details of the negotiated settlement reached by both parties. The provisions in this mediated dialogue agreement will receive the highest consideration from my government. The government will work with the main opposition party and all other political parties to ensure that it is fully implemented, while at the same time respecting and upholding the rule of law, which is vital to our young democracy. Reviewing our electoral system is critical to strengthening our democracy. It is in that spirit I proposed the establishment of a national election system review as a first step to improve the electioneering process in Sierra Leone. I therefore take good note of the proposed tripartite leadership to lead the review.
National cohesion is not always easy to achieve. It requires honest dialogue, mutual understanding, and a willingness to listen to different perspectives. But the power of nationwide unity lies in the ability to come together, find common ground, and work towards a brighter future for all.
As we move forward, I urge all Sierra Leoneans to embrace the spirit of unity and reconciliation. Let us unite, set aside our differences, and work towards a brighter future for our beloved nation. We must remember that we are all stakeholders in the progress and prosperity of Sierra Leone. As I stated during my address to the 6th Parliament of the Second Republic, engagement and compromise are the indispensable hallmarks of governance. To that end, I urge the opposition to demonstrate leadership and in clear conscience speak out frankly to their supporters that we must embrace each other and ensure peace and stability in Sierra Leone.
I went out to sort the views of random people in the central part of Freetown, but majority declined to comment on camera, claiming they did not listen to or watch the president's address or did not want to comment at all. However, some had this to say.
That is what I was looking out for. Once there is peace in the country, everything is well. Everybody will be happy with the peace in the country. The country needs peace, and now the country has got peace.
The whole concept about the speech about peace, and I believe say any Sierra Peace Day, Development Day, any Sierra Development Day, people go live happily.
We talk to company back for love we agree because the country is not easy. We need peace. Now they go to of course, you know what they go pass through. If now they bring peace, don't they make things and go down, would they agree, would they accept for what the president do yesterday.
Citizens need to embrace differences and work towards a shared vision of the future for a more inclusive, equitable, and united society. Salifu Charna Kamar, AYV News.
All right, welcome back. And done at the president in speech before now. And yes, Mr. Fatoma, elections, you mentioned earlier on when I get people that want to, train or give legal assistance and all that kind of stuff. Elections done, but it seems as if elections still lay either on the social media or maybe it depends on some people in much. Whether not supporters, you go get some people that will say, say, election get for happen, we done suicide, dialogue, Cambo, cancel down. But after the election so far, what do you take? Because a lot of people, the people who in the interview, they talk about peace. And to me, peace, maybe we'll talk about equal rights and justice. But people, they say one peace. What not this peace? So what do you take so far? We're in 2023, elections undone. You see unity, whether it's amongst political parties, among us as a nation. What do you take?
No, before the election, and during the election, and after the election, we continue to be divided as a country.
Okay.
on a regional basis, through few minority people in politics actually try for see how best we as a people will be divided by region or by tribe. In common engagement with anybody absolutely around you, there are key things the way you not a joke with. Family, tribe, religion. If you get Upadi, then that Upadi, the one part and family member Chris. If you cause that Chris man, even then they pass away Chris and a family member. But you in a party, if you cause that Chris man, the cousin, the other people, then they come after you. Let alone you cause one person relate to that Chris man inside that family. You they see that friendship or relationship, they become very, fluid. And even you get you party in a Muslim, in a Christian, then you attack either the Christian religion right before or the Muslim religion. They tell you, say, they tolerate that. They take all kind of joke, they take that. And then if you you call in tribes, say, they want they are not dog them, they want they are not this them. They see they change by you. No matter how close they don't share everything in common.
Yeah.
So then think they are not sensitive issues. They are triggers of conflict in any society, any community. So the politicians in Sierra Leone see that a whole way of how for bring instability among community members. So they're not going to be united. So then go come with tribal issue. Listen, APC na the northern dominated party. Me say APC tribalistic. But I mean, my argument here is that if you say somebody tribalistic, they not get one particular tribe where they work in that place, they know no other tribe pass your tribesmen there. Right? Or it hits that particular tribe. So since a establishment, not ever hire anybody from that tribe, then you can evidence it for pinpoint on that person. But either it be APC or SLPP. SLPP has a South and the East dominated party. You cannot say no Northerner or Western person no longer ever position the SLPP executive or don't work for the SLPP government as a minister, ambassador.
Or marriage also.
I mean, before we get to that, let's talk about the tribes where the tribal thing when they bring in politics. So you get Northerners inside SLPP, you get Westerners, you get Creole inside SLPP, either as a minister, either as a director, either as an ambassador. Then during the APC era, you get Mende people them, or Kono people them, or Gizi people them, when I be minister, when I be ambassador. So when you talk about tribe, what are the tribalism in this? So but the whole thing is that you get minority people the way they always, but what's in now the fact we establish, when you say APC, is a Northern dominated membership party. And when you say SLPP, is a South and the East dominated membership party. So then two things then you cannot actually take it off the card. But for say clearly say these two parties are the tribalistic, I want for actually disagree with people the way get that notion. Because until unless Victor Fo that be the North common. Until unless Samsumana na the North common. Right? And now you come to SLPP until unless you tell me say vice president at the South common. Not to put lock away in a more connect himself with. So I mean the CJ will go on leave and the current acting CJ until you tell me say then a Southern come on. Or the speaker within a parliament now until you tell me say a Southern come on. But if these people that come on at the north or northwest or western area, but then the makeup of APC or neither SLPP, then I wonder why we say we actually get tribalism inside politics. When the politicians they are one for protect the political power or the political mobilized resources, Now, then they speak to the dominated areas. They say, if we left it on this bit to win, we go be affected. Mm-hmm. So because of that region, they rise up. That we see. But then we get other tribes the way they survive in other regions and they as well. We get too many people the way they do business. Na Bo, na Moyamba, na Bonf. We get full of people the way they do business and then side of it. So waiting at the tribe, but then comes to the married way they talk about. Yeah. We get Minde man, we're married to Timini Uma, we get Timini man, we're married to Minde man. You know, we get Madingo man, we're married to Minde man. So the problem
because I mean, the problem all they playing between.
The problem they with the politicians for protect power and the political mobilized resources they will then get. Because through politics, they're not able to get money from the government, from the people of this country.
Yeah.
Some man they not be get Okada. Now you get 4 or 5 motorcars. Some man not be get O's. You get 2 3 O's. Them. Because through politics, they're able to acquire their wealth. So seeing their property, then they go erode away. Now a challenge for them. So the best they can do, because APC is a northern-dominated party, they go tell the APC membership, say, now we then the chase, so we the northern.
Okay.
Because SLPP is a east-dominated party.
So the people say they go down.
Then they go with that. Like I tell you, when you play, there are certain things you play with people there with. Even in joke.
Okay.
Person in tribe, a religion, a family. Then key things and they even in jokes. Even just a way for shield yourself. So like you do some havoc, you go tell your family, say, these are the family, so then they attack you. If you have still on a saying at me, this then go say that the Jallo family, this, 9 day on the attack. So even now within the Fuller to the Fuller, he said the southern they now attack the Jallos. Then they attack the Bade. So even they don't know what you go do. But just because you don't say that the family they on the attack, then they rise up. You see begging for them. They say these are for the family no more. So meaning family, religion, and tribe, now a no-go area, even in joke. And they bring a whole conflict. Now when you look at what they happen at Gaza and Palestine, it's all about religion.
Yeah.
Not because of this guy power passing company. Because this looks to say this other religion don't get that power and dominion over her. So this other handbag said, no, we not so with that, 1,000 people don't die.
All right. Okay, before now, one of the things that we don't see, like you mentioned, politics, I can say, I know for this country. One of the things, I don't know what's going to be positioned on the PR system because after the elections, in fact, I mean, there's somewhere else and Alba Force, and somebody they say, it's in a 300 again on the area. I saw outside and then now then they walk. They say, well, now the system. So when you think about the PR system to also this in representation in parliament, because if you look, it's like we just don't go back to these 2 political parties. I mean, how we see that they play, we don't complain about them party here, when they're still in a power, and then still they kill the other party, then bring them together and all. I mean, what do you think that their role will be in moving civilian forward? Because we just don't go back to 2 main political parties in parliament, where force will get more than 1 or 2.
In the first place, the PR may not be in there for may not one individual because one of the people will be argue from the organization the fact that said them be remove independent candidate than the previous one.
Okay.
So, but when we advocate, they now be give room for independent candidates.
Yeah.
And then we be also look at and say much education not be done.
All right.
For that we will bring the PR for that switch from constituency base. And even the MPs that will pass the law, they may get a problem for actually interpret or educate them people, the whole objective or the rebirth of, PR system.
Yeah.
And the comparative justification from some, they cut costs, they make we not get by election again, they reduce violence, we were able now for focus on development. We get a whole challenges for getting understanding of PR, even the one the way they participate.
Yeah.
Even political parties, the major political parties, they may make a lot of error. And now, as they say, there's still a challenge within the married the way APC and NGC make. So, for example, no PMDC, sorry, not NGC, sorry. the way PMDC be made. So now the councils PMDC be able to win them about some. So, but PMDC not enter the parliament. So APC now they request that say the seat where PMDC they win for be don't switch count to them, but they don't know them people, they are PMDC people then. So how the Electoral Commission go change
the system?
You know, them people then they, but how can it be changed? And if una want, una write a letter. If una want, una do this. But you know, you look at it, you still get challenges. And during that time, then you also get political parties. They put man name, also woman name for them. So even though the gender na F, but then as Leone, you don't go say Abdul Fatoma, there is a female.
Okay.
I mean, you can forget a concern. Most time we Abdul Fatoma turn woman, we will not get a law and then in this country.